I'm going to make this very quick. If your pony if you have old My Little Ponies, you might realize they get this sticky film on them. Now, there's an easy way you can get rid of said thing. You have to hand wash them. Now, you could soak them in a bin first or a little bucket, and then you could easily just take them out and scrub them and then dunk them. Well, I like the faster process. This pony was drenched. She had a sticky film. It was this brown crud all over her. I'm gonna move her down there. And now I just want her mane to calm down. I have 2 of these actually. So she has sticky stuff on her foot. And she has some nasties. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the cold water. And we're going to get her really... We're going to make sure her mane and tail are wet. Especially wet the body. Now, you can take any soap whatsoever. It doesn't matter. I just like using this because it smells wonderful. Now, you can use shampoo if you want even. It's not going to hurt the toy. Just make sure you're very, very careful with it and you're gentle. Now, what you want to do next is just rub it in. Don't go through the hair fibers like this because you risk ripping out hair fibers because this is basically wig material. It's all synthetics, but also if you're using like what's it called? If you're using nail polish remover, be incredibly careful and water it down because if you don't, you could easily take these eyes off or the rump mark. So now that she's all nice and bubbly, she got her bath. What we can do, we can actually style the mane and tail a bit. Now, with my hand, we want to start rinsing out the tail first. I feel like that's the easiest route to go. Rinse your hands off as well, just so the bubbles don't stick to you. And then start rinsing out the mane. Now, if the tail starts getting bubblies back in it, that's okay. Also, make sure you really clean that magnet. On the older My Little Ponies, on Generation 3, they had play sets that incorporated magnets in them. Hence why they have magnets on their feet. Which I think is really adorable. But the thing is, the magnets rust over time. So you really have to dry these after you give them a bath. And do not take them into the bathtub. Especially ones with the glitter manes. You want to be very careful whenever you're working with those. Because when I was younger, I took one in the bath and her mane turned out brown. Now that she's all rinsed off, start squeegeeing her mane and tail. Now what we're going to want to do, take a regular towel and just start drying her off. Now you want to start with the body, drying the magnet first. If there's a little bit of soap left, that's okay. We can just wipe it off. Make sure you get the stomach and you get the insides of the leg. If you don't, you risk water staying in there and you risk mold. Now, with the tail and the mane, just take it and squeeze it into the towel and slightly pull on it. Now, you want to really make sure you dry it as best to your ability, just so you don't risk getting mold. Because if water gets inside, let's say the tail hole, where the wig is coming out, you can see it, hopefully. You can see, ooh, I didn't realize. Bubbly's got inside the tail hole. Let's actually fill her with a little bit of water. I didn't even realize that. That's why we want to double check. That's why I'm only washing ponies that I either have clones of or that I know I can kind of get away with if something happens. Now, I am not a big fan of when soap has to get into every freaking crevice. Nobody wants to deal with that. You can see it clear as day. We're going to actually tone down the water pressure. We're going to fill that tail hole up. We want to pull on it, but we don't want to force it. Now we're going to squeegee her until all the nasties are out. Now, you want to try and avoid having to really wash your ponies this way. You can use rubbing alcohol that's watered down and spray your ponies. That actually works just as well. My phone is spazzing out now because I got water on it. Anyway, I hope this video helped a little bit. Also, what you want to do is, after your ponies are washed, put them in front of a window or a fan. Alright, bye.